Hi friends, I know that we're all at home and bored, but today we won't pass time by playing games anymore because time is of the essence. During lockdown I was mostly playing games, but a few weeks ago I discovered Photoshop and I really liked it. It's like a game, albeit one you can actually make things with and be creative. So let's get started and learn together. Okay, so today we'll take a look at the Photoshop interface and play around with it. So we're going to open up Photoshop, as you can see right there. And as you can see here, it takes a bit of time to load up all the juicy tools in there. Just wait until it's loaded and just appreciate this amazing artwork. There it is. And now I'm not sure if it's just a problem with my computer or something else, but I just always find myself on this screen, just grey screen with a few dividers as if there's meant to be text there. But yeah, that's what I really find myself with. Now I can either press Control or Command O to open up a image, or I can press Control or Command N to create a new project, and you can see the different sizes. Custom, this one's 500 by 500 pixels, this one's 16 by 12 centimeters, and here and there you can find different resolutions and sizes, but we'll just close that for now. We're just gonna look at the interfaces and workspaces. So if you go to Window, Workspace, you'll see a bunch of different workspaces. Now you see this one. This is a custom workspace, and I'll show you how to do those later. By default, you'll have Essentials, which will look like this. It has all the default tools, but I've used some of these tools before, and Photoshop's really nice, and it keeps those tools for me if I need them later. You see there are tools down the side, and each tool has a different option bar. So the Move tool has this option bar, the Marquee Selection tool has this one, and the Pattern Stamp tool has this one. Every tool has a different bar. I think it's a rule in Photoshop somewhere that no two tools can have the same bar. And over here you can see this little icon. If you click it, we can go into different workspaces. This is a 3D one. I don't think you'll be using this too often, but if you want to make 3D things, this is the place to go. You see, it's a slightly different tools, because if you go here, there are many more tools, but not all the tools are actually needed for 3D workspace. Graphics and web, it's got all glyphs, characters, paragraphs, and also it's got all of the normal default tools. This is if you're using like posters and websites and such. Motion, I want you to guess. If you don't want to guess, this is just for like very simple video editing, and you can make GIFs with these. It's true. Adobe Photoshop is actually has Mini Premiere Pro and After Effects in it. Painting, well, self-explanatory. Painting, you see there's an array of painting tools down here. And photography, I've never used this one before, but my guess is it's like you have photos and you can use this to edit them more precisely than you can do in Essentials, because I think this one has a bit more it's more dedicated for photography. Okay, now you see Reset Photography. So if I go to Essentials here, okay, so I've removed a few items, so it's not default, but if I press reset essentials, you see this is what you get if you normally load Photoshop essentials. And if you want to move it, you can just drag it out. And if you want to collapse the icons, just press this little icon, this little button here. And if you want to dock it in this bar, just move it until you see this little blue thing there. And if you want to make it wider, just hover on the line and then just drag it to the right. If you want to make one of them a bit shorter or taller, again go to the boundary and then just drag. If you don't want learn or whatever option there for some reason, you can drag it and then you can either make it on its own place or you can dock it in one of these rectangles. If you want to dock in the rectangles, you'll see a blue square and a little blue bar. And if you release it there, it's in that area. And of course, I made this one just in case I want to, make GIFs. If you want to add anything, just go to Window and you find a bunch of things to use. So if you want to add, say, glyphs, it's added. And then if you want to save all your changes, I mean it's going to be saved anyway. But if you don't want essentials or whatever other workspace you're going to be using, like this, but you want this one to stay, you can do new workspace, and you can rename it. Let's just call it Ramin's workspace, and you can do a bit of options. I don't think we need them. Just save them. And you see it's right here, and if you want to delete, you can press delete. I think we'll keep it though. And that pretty much concludes it, but I have one more thing to say. You should only use essentials and don't use anything else. Only use the other ones if you need them, if you absolutely need them. You can get whatever you want from here, but you should always use essentials unless you absolutely need one of the other workspaces. That concludes it. Bye!